lads. And lasses. And lasses, yes. Hey. Distinguished guests, fellow anglers. We don't want to dwell too much on it, but we can't go ahead tonight without first remembering the tragic events that happened on Monday. So I would like you all, if you could, just for a moment, to stand up. We're going to have a moment of prayer and silence in memory of Steve Cooper. Let him finish the rest of the golf the way he started. Richard, you please.
Okay, we'll start by, first of all, I'd like to welcome our Lord Mayor, Sean Conlon, Councillor Sean Conlon, and the head of tourism in Monaghan, Tim McConaughey, and her husband. And I'd also like to thank all of you lads for turning out such great numbers. Thanks to the anglers who make this event. Mine is a series of thank yous tonight. I'm going to get straight through it. When we're doing the presentation, we'll ask the Mayor to come up and make the presentation for the top 10 individuals throughout the festival. This is a gathering event, and it's a gathering and it's also sponsored by IPB. It's unique insofar as it's the only gathering event that angling was involved, that was included in a gathering event this year. County Monaghan, I think it's the biggest gathering event in County Monaghan. We expect that we have exceeded 200 people that gathered here because of this event, in one way or another, with you people, with our pre-festival matches, with your wives, your partners, and all of the people that travelled. We had a lot of people that travelled last week and the week before in group, just for days, 3, 4 and 5 days. They couldn't actually do the festival, but because of the gathering event, came here. So we're delighted to see you here. Our target was 200 people. We have achieved that target. We thank Demna here for negotiating our path through. Johnny Pollard. Niall McKittrick. Steve Wood. Rory O'Neill. Kevin Leach. Neil Mallison. Jimmy Messer. Rob Wooten, who incidentally, while he's travelling up here, did an absolutely wonderful article in Match Fishing, the monthly magazine in the UK last month. Absolutely superb article on Lough Muckno. Went all over the UK angling media. That's the type of stuff we need. Sam Merry. Johnny Keith. Willie Wheeler. Jay Smalley. Kay Wynn. Ian Hughes. Ian Hughes. Just for a break in the presentation, I'd like to call a very top-class angler based in this country here. He's a world silver medalist, world individual silver medalist. He's also world pairs champion, not once but twice. Carl Hughes, please. Carl will say a few words, and we'll move on with the distribution of the pools for today. Carl.
Few words, Carl.
That's not like me. I'd like to start by just thanking all the anglers that have travelled over here to make this festival what it is. And all festivals really, you don't realise, as Irish-based anglers, if it wasn't for you guys, we would have no matches to fish. So thank you for that. As far as this festival is concerned, it's unbelievable what's happened this week. We got off to a very bad start. I was there when that poor man died, and it wasn't very nice. But moving on from that, everything else that's happened is phenomenal. Getting the food, the organisation, and I know Dick for a long time now, and he puts his heart and soul into this. I know he'd like to have fished, but maybe there was a bit too much to do behind the scenes for him to do that. So a round of applause for Dick, please, for doing everything. And we can't forget his sidekick, Jeff. Also, it's great to see anglers of all different levels. We have Bob Nutt there, 4 times world champion, achieved everything. Fishing against club anglers who have come out for the first festival even. And it's great to see everybody mixing. There's not many sports you'll ever find that happening in. It's phenomenal. So I have no more to say, but I'll even get in the overall, but sure, there's always next year. Thanks everybody.
Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you very much. We're going to move on now. We'll do the pool, or we'll do the section for today. After that, we'll have Mark Power preparing himself to say a few words. Friday, Section A, Tony Green. Willie Wheeler again. Michael Welch. Lee Klimchuk. Bob Nutt, 5 times world champion. Individual champion.
It's 4 times.
C. Garling. John Fletcher. John Potters. Kevin Leach. Wayne Fuller. Come on, Wayne. Nigel Holdsworth. Johnny McKinley. Johnny Keith. Dave Pearson. Sam Murray. And well deserved, the man himself, Carl Hughes.
Thanks, Jeff.
Can I just do the Super Bowl Thursday? Super Bowl Thursday, Tony Hopkins. Second, please. And the winner of Thursday Super Bowl was Mark Pollard.
5.
Super Bowl Friday. In third place, Carl Hughes. In second place was Kevin Leach. And the winner who wanted to be here and is not here is Irish-based, Enniskillen-based, world silver medalist also, Willie Wheeler. We'll now call please on Mark Pollard to say a few words. Mark is a very distinguished angler in the UK with absolutely expert in every single discipline.
Have you got a chair for him to stand on? Stand up.
I knew someone would say that. Look, just fantastic. But when I first come to Ireland, which would have been 2 years ago, and fished the world pairs, I then thought, what a place this is to fish. And then I come upon a bloke called Dick Caplice. And I nicknamed him Dick the Police, because he used to work for the police. And when I saw what he'd done when I came over 2 years ago and fishing the world pairs at Muckno, putting access all the way round to a fishery, I mean, I've match fished for 35 years, and I must say, this is the best fishery I've ever fished. And I know we've hit it at a time. We've hit it at a time that the weather, it's rained, and the fishing could have been better. But when you consider if you was in England, where I come from, I was born in France, but anyway, where I come from, to catch 4 or 5 pound of fish on a natural venue this time of year is a good weight. I've seen guys this week weighing in 4 or 5 kilo, which is more than double that weight, thinking they've had a bad day, then they ought to think a bit more. But I think, although Dick's had a round of applause for what he's done in Castle Grange and County Monaghan for the fishery, Lough Muckno itself is unbelievable, and goes without saying, I don't think any other person would have done what he's done. And it's a passion for him. And we was staying at Dick's the weekend, and he was going to fish. And the night before we sit and have a cup of tea, and we all know what fishing's like. It's a drug. You want to fish, you want to take part, competition, it's brilliant. And a festival like this to draw these anglers over here. And on the night before, Dick said, I can't fish. If something goes wrong, I just can't fish. I can't organise it and fish. I'm going to have to drop out. But the passion he's got for the venue and for the anglers taking part on the venue is second to none. So I think another round of applause for Dick is much appreciated. Just gone to my speech now. I've got a speech written. The other thing, I had some news at the bar that Kevin and Jimmy Leach, they're taking auto feeders now, but they've run out for this year. It's for 2015, and they've run out for next year as well. So, and pole floats. The other thing with the fishing is that anglers go fishing, obviously to catch fish, but this week, the actual friendship with anglers and the chat, you know, in the bar, you know, what Raymond's done, the food he's laid on, I mean, it's absolutely been second to none. It's been absolutely fantastic. I know we give him a round of applause, but I think round needs another round of applause. The only other thing I've got to say, if Lee ever beats me again, no, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll hand you back to Dick. Thank you.
Well done, Mark. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to move on to the presentation.
This is fantastic. As we get closer to the awarding of the big prizes, of everybody's attention. But anyway, I'll not be too long. I feel a wee bit out of place, I admit. I'm not a member of the angling fraternity, But what I do have is a tremendous pride in my county, and that pride has elevated in absolute leagues, to use a water term, this evening, by hearing the great endorsements by yourselves, the experts of those who cherish the natural environment the most, and that of course being the environment of our lakes and fisheries and river courses. Because ye have discovered the secret that we live among here. As many of you have known, maybe the island of Ireland, it has got quite a large number of very pivotal and high profile locations for visitor destination. And here in County Monaghan, you consider it would be a wee bit off the beaten track. We don't have the lakes of the Galway Bay or the lakes of Killarney, but what we do have, we cherish and treasure immensely. And it's the efforts of our local champion like Dick Police, along with Jeff, along with everybody involved with the Irish Angling Development Alliance, as well as local groups here in County Monaghan and Castlebane in particular, and the recently formed Lough Muckno match group, thanks very much, my apologies, that they have heightened immensely the need for that extra bit of attention and awareness to preserve and enhance what we do have here. And we have in recent years, in very past couple of years, very recently, have seen at county council level the arguments being made to us, the lobbying and the arguments put forward to us, because as with any local authority, there's a very high level of competition and lobbying for funds in any regard, for any degree of initiative or events, and be it for water infrastructure, social housing, you have it all. And quite often when it comes to arts, recreation, sports, leisure, they can be the poor cousins. And it takes quite a degree of lobbying. I know I'm involved with some arts organisations in Monaghan Town, and it can take quite a lot of lobbying to be successful. But when the arguments are put as robustly as Dick and his colleagues have been put over the past recent years, they cannot be avoided or ignored. And they have shown us, because quite often you'll have people coming lobbying and you would be unsure as to their bona fides and can they deliver on their promises. Well, we have been very fortunate in County Monaghan, and I'm sure you'll agree, you've seen yourselves, many are repeat visitors, some are first timers, and I give you a very particular welcome, that you may come back again and join your colleagues who have been repeat visitors. But we have been very fortunate that we have a big safe pair of hands with Dick and all his colleagues in ensuring that what we have here we will continue to enhance and preserve for years to come. So I would make the appeal that you would pass that on to your colleagues. Of course, maybe you want to keep it a secret, because there's no doubt we have here, not only among Ireland but in Western Europe, one of the best wild fishing environments that you could ever wish for. And that's been enhanced in recent years. Dip Condra, as our Tourism Business Development Officer in Monaghan County Council, has been very, very determined and dogged in pursuing European funding. As you know, this part of the island, a border location, it's eligible for some European funding that other locations might not be eligible for, but it's not that easily achieved. And I want to give the height of credit to Dibna and her staff at the County Council for ensuring that over the past number of years there's been a good degree of funding that has put in place what you've seen here, the pegs, you can drive straight up to them, there's the coded access, all these things that we endeavour and strive to ensure that each experience, every time you come back, you will not be disappointed. I know that goes the same with the hospitality, and again, from a local perspective, to thank Raymond Waters and his staff here for a very tremendous hospitality that he's shown the visitors over the past number of days and weeks. In fact, we're sitting here earlier, had the dinner preparing for our presentations, and the queue that came coming through and through, I thought it was the 9:15 coach from Dublin had emptied up and people were lining up for dinner. I thought, Raymond, you're very generous. No, but genuinely, I know quite a few had to return back, and not everybody's here this evening. But just to thank all of you here for your loyalty in returning, and for those who've come for the first time, I'd ask maybe that you give strong consideration to coming back again. If you're staying for an extra day or two, and I live 15 miles from here in Monaghan Town, we have an annual festival of food, Taste of Monaghan. It's on for the next 2 days in Monaghan Town. It's only 15 miles away. There's a massive marquee with up on 60 exhibitors and food stalls and food demonstrations as well. But just, I don't think of anything else really. I don't want to delay the thing. I know there's people just looking to grasp that cheque. Was it 5,000 euros in top prize? again, not to be shunned at, and that's of course the determination of Dick to ensure that it was an all-round fantastic package to bring people here to our location. I'll conclude with that. I thank each and every one of you for coming along here this week.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. Thank you. Jackson, 57 kilos 460.
Go on, Phil. Get away, cheering.
In 9th place, Rory O'Neill, with 60 kilos 100. Well done, Rory, well done.
My lad.
In 8th place, Nicky Seddon. I don't think Nicky's here. In 7th place, we start coming into real good money now, Tony Hopkins.
My lad, that's it. Hang on.
We're into top 5. And we're into 4 figures. Darren Fairhurst. Thanks, Darren. 4th overall is Mark Pollard. Well done, Mark. And favourite venue.
Sorry, Barbara.
Take one from just here as well.
Top 3. In 3rd place is Willie Wheeler. I don't think we have Willie here, have we? Willie had to go home. The 2nd place in the envelope is really bulky. John Fletcher. The winner, 1st overall, €5,000 in cash. Lee Simchuk. Before we finish up, we're going to have the Lord Mayor stand with 1st, 2nd and 3rd beside our hoarding out here because we need to get our sponsors into this thing as well. So, in 2nd place, Super Pool overall, John Fletcher.
Hello, John.
Very popular man. And the Super Pool, overall Super Pool, Lee Clinchip.